Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla Jukic and today I'll be taking you through the Aura Skypool Lounge. This lounge is the tallest 360-degree infinity pool in the world and it's located in the most beautiful place, Dubai. Let's go! The first important thing to know is how to actually get to the Aura Sky Pool. So it is located in the Palm Jumeirah, which you can get to by taxi, or if you are staying nearby, you can simply walk over to. It is located at the St. Regis Hotel. So if you are taking a taxi, that is where you will need to tell your driver to drop you off. You're gonna head over to the right side of the front of the hotel and go in the doors beside the Aura Sky Pool gold letters. Once you walk in, you will see this sushi and aura sign. You will need to check in with the reception. They simply just take your name from the booking and tell you to head up to the elevators to the 50th floor. Once you get up there, this is what the main entrance lobby looks like. A staff member will greet you, take your name, and then escort you to wherever it is you booked. Let's talk about that briefly. There is 3 time slots in which you can book, either the morning experience, which is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the afternoon experience, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., or the evening experience, which is 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. You can book inside the lounge, which we just walked through, or you can book outside on either the sofa seats, the day beds, or at a cabana, just based on your budget and how much you want to spend. We went with the morning experience and got a cabana, which was definitely worth the money in my opinion. Now, I'm not sure if they give these complimentary bags to everyone or just because we booked a cabana, but basically I got a waterproof fanny pack and a fan in the first bag, and in the second bag I got a straw visor hat type of thing and a second fan, which actually came very handy in Dubai. I used it everywhere. We got to take all of these things home, so I used that fan every time I was hot. This is just showing you another perspective of what our cabana looked like. So they were side by side with other cabanas, but if we wanted to have some privacy, we could with the draping. This is truly a one-of-a-kind experience, and you really do get to capture all of Dubai at incredible heights and from all different views. Now, along with booking a specific time and furniture at the sky pool, you also have to pick a specific view you want. So there is 4 available. The first being the burj Al Arab view, the second is the city skyline view, the third is the marina and Ain Dubai view, and lastly the palm view. We decided to go with the burj Al Arab view. As you can see, I was just circling it. You can see it in the distance. This day was a little bit foggy just because of how hot it was, so I'm zooming up on it a little bit. It was so cool. We loved it. It's definitely bigger in person. I feel like the camera makes it look a lot smaller. Now, towards the left side of this view, as you can see, I'm pointing. I could see a water park there. I thought it might be the Wild Wadi water park, which is one of the biggest in Dubai, but later we found out it was actually Atlantis. Now, this little guy here that I'm circling, we actually found out from one of the staff members, it is owned by one of the most famous Indian actors in the world. That's where he lives. Now, it's hard to see. I tried to zoom in on it, but this is something we learned, which is super cool. This is called the World or the Archipelago. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But it's basically supposed to be the world islands. They're composed of sand that was dredged from Dubai's shallow coastal waters. And from an aerial view, it's supposed to look like the world map, which is so awesome and super cool. After hanging out for a bit and settling in, we decided to hop in the pool and swim around to see the views and what was going on. Now, I will say the water was absolutely amazing. I was having the best time in there. Now, as you can see, our view was fully shaded, and that just might be because of the time of the year, which was the end of August. But what makes this experience cool is that you don't have to get out of the water to go to another side or to see another view. At every corner, you just have to swim under that little bar that you just saw, and bam, you're at the next side. So as you can see, we swam a little bit and we got to this side, which was the city skyline view. From this side, you get to see the trunk view of the palm and the whole city skyline, hence the name. You can also see all of the tall buildings and all of their glory, and off to the far right, you can see the Ain observation wheel in the distance. Now, backtracking to the water, I said it was absolutely amazing. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but I was leaning towards the water being super cold for some reason. I just figured because it's so hot in Dubai that they likely have, the water temperature really cold, but in fact, it wasn't too cold and it definitely was not hot. It was super enjoyable. I think we spent 75% of our time in the water, which was really nice. We're now at the third spot or view, which is the Marina and Ain Dubai view. So now the Ain observation wheel will be to your left, and throughout on the right hand side you'll see the palms of sand with residential houses on it. Fun fact, if you did not know, but the palm is all man-made, which is super cool. The design and the idea is just incredible. Last but definitely not least, the fourth side, the palm view. If you remember on the city skyline view, I said you can see the trunk of the palm, so this would be the opposite side where you can see the top of the palm. What's super interesting and obviously makes sense from a design aspect, but just visually seeing that there is only one main road throughout all of the palm is pretty cool. You can see it's right down the center. We learned really quickly that because of this, if you're in one area of the palm and need to get to another area, there's a high chance that you likely have to drive a bit in one direction and then pull a U-turn to go back the other way, since there's so limited roads of where you can go. What's super cool about this is that the Atlantis Hotel and Water Park is at the tip or the top of the palm. I feel like this is like the main attraction of this side. And briefly wanted to show you another perspective of what the day beds look like. Again, this is still on the palm view side. So now we're getting into one of my favorite things about the sky pool. Let's talk about the food and the drinks. I want to start off by saying that I did find it to be pretty expensive overall. So if you're not looking to spend a lot of money here, I would suggest eating before arriving. So this is the very first menu that we received. This was the wine bottle menu along with their floating on clouds menu. Basically, the floating on clouds was bottles that were on trays that floated on the water. At least that was from my understanding. Now, the cheapest 750 milliliter bottle of wine on this menu was 395 AED or dirhams, which works out to be approximately $145 Canadian or about 110 US dollars at the time of me making this video. This is the second drink menu we received, so this one is green, and this one is a breakdown of the glasses of wine, spirits, beers, signature drinks, that kind of stuff. If you want to check out the prices in detail, just make sure to pause the video to view, or if you want to check out, what's in a certain signature drink, totally feel free to pause the video, take a screenshot, make note of it, whatever it is. But there's definitely a lot of options for sure. So I decided to go with a glass of champagne. Look at those bubbles. And my husband went with a Corona. That is his favorite. He was so happy to find that. I actually ended up having 2 glasses of wine. So as you can see, sunglasses on because your girl was feeling a little bit tipsy. They also brought us water, or we bought a bottle of water. I can't remember. I think we bought it, of course, but this is what it looked like. Now we're getting into the food menu. I'm telling you, the food was freaking amazing. Again, it is a little bit expensive, but if you are willing to, spend the money on food, definitely give it a try. So as you can see, there's maki, there's land stuff, there's sea stuff, there's hand rolls, sushi, flatbreads, like anything you want. There's sweets. So we ended up getting California rolls and we got a margarita pizza. So this is one of the staff members bringing it to us. Oh my God. I am telling you, this was so stinking good. We actually were recommended to try the sushi, and that was one thing that I actually saw on other YouTube videos. They said to try the sushi, and it was so good. I was so happy to have it, and it was so nice to just, sit at our cabana, have the space that we wanted to eat. This is me trying the sushi for the first time. Yes, I know how to use chopsticks. Very talented when it comes to that. See, I was loving it. It was really good. We absolutely downed this margarita pizza. We had so many margarita pizzas in Dubai in general. They just really know how to make it. It was so good. Now I'm actually going to take you to show you the washroom, which might be a little bit weird, and don't worry, I double checked, nobody was in there when I was filming, but basically you're going to walk inside to the lounge area. So this is briefly what it looks like. There is a bunch of tables with chairs, there is a bar area where you can get some drinks. It's very nice, lots of plants, very cozy vibes. And then you're going to walk back towards the front where you first came in. There's a set of stairs that you're going to walk down. Here's me walking very quickly. Just kidding, I sped it up here. But when you get to the bottom, right away, there's going to be like a little gift shop area. So as you can see, they are selling like cover-ups, they're selling hats, little purses, flip-flops, bikinis, sunscreen, anything that you need to be on a beach or just outside. Here's some jewelry. That kind of stuff you will find here. It was a very cute, very small shop. Now, in terms of location of these washrooms, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, so the gift shop was on the left side, the women's washroom will also be on the left side, just a little bit further past the gift shop, and the men's washroom will be to the right side. So here I'm obviously taking you to the women's washroom. This is what the inside looked like. It was very clean, very, very, very clean. They had LED lights everywhere, white countertops, lots of gold accents. They had hand cream, hand soap. They had towels ready for you. They had dryers if you didn't want to use the towels. And one thing, there's me, so funny. One thing that I was really amazed by is they had Dyson hair dryers. I could not believe it. Dyson hair dryers. I know they're very expensive, so super rad. But anyways, this is the little locker area if you want to store your purse or anything like that. But that is pretty much all I had to show you guys. This was the Aura Skypool. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please comment them down below or send me a DM on Instagram. I would be happy to help. This was a super cool experience and I would definitely 10 out of 10 recommend.